Welcome everybody. Should be able to hear me. Looking like everything overall is working. Let's get in a tractor, do a little sound check. A little low on my end, but it seems to be. Let's turn it up for you guys. And there we go. Not really. Stubbles. I just kept it low this week. Every now and then the beard grows a little awkward, so it has to be cleaned up a little bit. Alright, so last time, and see the render resolution, even though I got it cranked up, keeps doing that. I don't understand. But all the stuff over there we've got done. We do got to mow a field down there. Yesterday I played around here just to play the game, and you got a lot of these meadows set up with course play and mode. Perfect. Good to see you, Scorp. Glad you're here. Moderating the crowd, keeping the barbecue pit safe as always. Yeah, so course play. Looks like we're already set up. So if I hit, should be able to just go here and H. Now that should run. Pick that up. Get us to the bunker, which we have a track set up. So I saw this on Facebook like 2 weeks ago. The guy released the first version and he just updated the version, DDS custom. And then FSG gave him a try the other day and it seemed to run well on his too. But I jacked mine up a little bit. Mine is definitely ready for Elk Mountain when that comes out. But yeah, get the bulletproof drop hitch. Keep it low. We have a fuel tank because I have a never any history of running out of fuel in the fields. But this thing's got some power. I mean, you listen to it. It's got the Cummins in it. It's got the hunting rifle rack, is what we'll call that. Can't use the G word apparently. But yeah. Liking it. Alright, so we got that's running. We need to get our mower down here running to mow this last field. Probably should get the harvester going at some point. Need to bale as well. Let's go. We put this down, and of course, gotta start the engine. I figured you like those color Scorp. I figured with most of the stuff being red or black on the farm, that's the option you kind of got to go with. See the bit rate. I'm convinced YouTube is out to set me up for failure. The bit rate is dropping again, and it's perfectly fine on OBS. Tank is full already? Wow, that guy's getting some serious stuff going. Alright, there we go. Just made a big blotch. Okay. Must be my field edge parameters weren't exact. We're alright with that. I think we gotta do some harvest. Yep, that explains it. Why are you trying to go up that way? Where are you going? No. Why are you trying to drive up that? What are you doing? Look at this. Big air. We're going for big air right off. He might. You know what? Let me get up here. Wonder what this worker is going to do if I get him up on the hill. They're going to drive right off the other side. Unbelievable. And will it tip? Now see, I'm glad we just caught that on camera. All the physics in Farm Sim, when I'm controlling something, tip over. How did that hired worker not tip that over? Blown away. Yeah, bale trailer set up. We did put some hay bales away. We're gonna make some more. We've got that running. Should be a guy coming through. Yeah, Scorpion, I've kind of done that a little bit. I used to always do the New Holland blue, and I went to Challenger yellow with a lot of things for a while. And, you know, obviously the case red, and then trying to think what I used. I think Trey converted me to using orange for one of the maps at one time. Gave that a little go. Alright, so we got this set up to auto unload. Keeps dumping. No, this time he finally did it. He was dumping further back, which I did not enjoy. But can't remember how to change the dump rate when they're in the bunker. So he makes it all the way to the end. I mean, he pretty much does already, so it's not too bad. I guess they do get extra gravity scorp. It's... Last night I was doing something too. Oh, the bale trailer, I sent it on auto drive on its own. And it went to tip and it bounced right back up and then it kept driving. If I did that, the thing would have completely tipped over. No save, no nothing. Alright, so let's get this fired up. Oh, wait, this actually could be trouble. Does this one get the pull on it? It does. So what we actually need to do is open this up because I'm not trying to get hit by traffic. We are on half a tank, so I probably have to bring the fuel over. The Kloss ones aren't bad. What color did I see the other day? Somebody, and I know Heavy Metal Gaming likes the Olivers. Somebody was using the Oliver color scheme on all their tractors the other day. And I think it was a live stream on Twitch. Yeah, not really where I'm supposed to go, but we've got to get down the road. And for some reason I had a crop wither on me. And I don't know if it's something I changed in the XML, but it was only 1900 game time, and it withered the oat crop. It wasn't even the end of the day. Oh, let's get the warning lights on. Alright, so down here sorghum should be ready. Soybean and corn not ready yet, and I did not realize that facility was there. Actually, you know, I might have looked at that before I picked my location on the map. There's just too much work to level all the ground over here, but that might be a nice little purchase for like a stowaway. Oh boy, how do you even get to these? Is it up here? Okay, there's the drive up here. So we'll get up here, and I don't know if this is actually my crop here. I think this is all mine. We can think, right? Hold this, make a turn, not hit any traffic. I don't know if we're going to be able to set up course play on this one. Come on. There we go, get it in the wheel box. Alright. So we are, yeah, it's got 3 levels. Field 101 is what we're farming. Let's see. Let's first save this. Avoid any chaos ahead of time. Course play. Should be no course, and somehow they have a course. Alright, let's go create a job. Oh, those are blurred field lines. I don't think it's gonna work. let's go here. Yep, I knew it. Does not work. Alright, so we will be manually harvesting sorghum. And it should be dusting it. There it goes. So we're going to have a little bit of work to do. In between that, we'll run back over to the silage bunker and level that out from time to time. And actually, let's do that right now because I have a bad feeling. Hey, why is that one still got a course on it? I've noticed lately reloading in the games, a lot of the courses that were on, even though I cleared them, they revert back to the previous course. Probably a mod conflict, but we shall see. For anybody wondering, probably going to shoot for like a 2-hour live stream tonight. We'll see how it goes. I do want to get some in-depth stuff done. Whoops. That's not going to buff out. The windrows, I know last episode, Pleasant was asking why the windrows were so small, or the previous episode. Believe it or not, the growth stage wasn't where it was supposed to be. Yeah. So the growth stage grew a lot in the change of the month, which was a little intriguing because I did not expect it to grow as much as it did, but we have a lot more to work with. We're definitely going to fill this bunker. We will definitely have a pretty full hay shed. So I'm excited about those two things. Trying to keep it off the front because they keep dumping there. So we want to push it far back and off this slope as we can. Like that right there, not going to work. Anchor down, push it out. This is the challenging part. I could set courseplay up to do this. I don't have a lot of confidence in it. Not courseplay itself, but courseplay being able to take on multiple stuff. Hey, appreciate it, Scorp. I appreciate the support and help. Go, whoop, we don't want that. And the rest of the stuff we'll be able to clean up. Yeah, see, look how quick he just came back. Coming in hot. So that might actually be an issue. I wonder if he drove up the embankment again. So he's actually coming in a lot faster than I thought he would. We might have to set up a course play. And it's been so long since I've done a silage compacting one. They don't have the mode, I don't think either. So I don't think we can really, I mean, we could set up a false course. And we're gonna have to give him a pump because I did not do a good job leveling it out. You stopped, didn't you? I have wedged this guy more times than he should be wedged. Anyway, he needs is there we go. We definitely need to clean this up. This is always the hard part of massive silage operations and farm operations when it's single player. And we got Some grass. Probably shouldn't be in there. Try to round it out from this side. Probably shouldn't do this, but we're gonna push that grass. Because it should turn to chaff. Once it gets all the way in there. Okay, that's pretty level, right? We'll see what it does when we come back. There's a little bit of lag. I don't know where that's coming from. You need to find your course. There we go. Alright. This one's gonna shut off. Chaos that is when you have fields that are in and out like this. I've cleaned up a few already with creating a field. So when we get to next season, it'll be a little bit easier to run course play and stuff. Obviously now we have to do the tedious stuff and tend to the little finer details. So it looks like it's YouTube, and I don't know how it looks for you guys, but on my little preview thing, it is kind of like blotchy. And it's saying that it's cut the bitrate down in half again. It's 3 straight streams, I gotta check it out, but it's looking like YouTube size. I know lately some of my videos take like 2 days before they finally kick in and are clear and have clarity. We don't want to take out the beans. My next question is, do you guys think narrow beans is going to make it into FS22 on a map like this? I would like to see it. Yeah, hold on a sec, Scorp. I wonder why it's doing that. Let me check. You probably lose audio real quick. Stream. Check. Output. Alright, we just tried something. I just bumped it up to 6,500 to try to see if I can cheat it. Because for some reason the 4,500 that YouTube wants you to set it to is dropping me down to like 26. Let's go there. And there. I appreciate the feedback, Scorp. Like I said, a little rusty. I thought maybe it was internet, something like that. We're gonna bump up the rate and see if we can clear it up. Hopefully that's the solution. We'll see if I get any more warnings. Why is this not going forward? There we go. There we go. Now it's showing 4,900 for the rate. So it should be starting to clear up on your guys' end. You should have the option, or it should be if you have it on auto for YouTube, and nope. Why is... That's so weird. You might have to stop it, restart the stream. Let's try that real quick. Be right back, everybody. Alright, can everybody see me and hear me? I stopped it and restarted the stream on OBS because I think what's happening is OBS and YouTube are fighting. I knew this was going to happen when I watched that video on how to not have lag in OBS and YouTube. It is looking better on my end right now, Scorp. The recommendation, yep. Okay. Yeah, it's, now I'm getting like 5,000 for my rate. I'm just too rusty. I gotta sit down when I get like a full moment of time that I can dedicate to it. I need to go through and readjust all the settings to YouTube's golden touch settings, essentially. There we go. It went from 2,500 kilobytes per second to almost 6,000 now. Should be coming in pretty decent. And I just realized we don't have the truck over here. So we're going to have to go get the truck. Corp, did you guys decide what you're getting for dinner? I know you had it kind of narrowed down to two things. I've got some Chinese food for dinner left over from yesterday, but we'll be giving that a try. General Tao's chicken. There we go. The only thing I gotta figure out, and I think it's me, on this map, if you look up on the horizon, I should be able to see some of those crops with the settings I have on right now. And I think I messed something up in the XML. And I cleaned up a few things. Because I've seen a few others that have been playing it, and they're having no problem with the view distance. Unless they're going higher than 4. No new developments. Actually, I wish Trey was in here. Somebody during the week on one of my live streams, I didn't realize you can email people on YouTube, but I got emailed. I don't know if the person's a subscriber or not, but they asked me to play Huron, Michigan instead of this. They said the hills make it boring. Let's see, for me, I thought the hills add a little bit of a challenge. The field shapes can be a little annoying at times, but I mean, as far as realism, this kind of fits it. I mean, Autumn Oaks was that way, and I really loved Autumn Oaks. But yeah, I get told I should play Huron, Michigan, which I have played around with a little bit. Did add anhydrous and dry corn, propane. I just added something else to that map too. If I do decide to play it, I'll have all the options on it. And I'm really loving this fill plane by custom modding. I mean, just look at that. Filling the Demco top. You held that tray. Well, it's funny, Fusion's video came out at the perfect time. Because I was trying to think, like, through my phone not being in front of my computer, I'm like, how can I explain this to Trey without seeing the documents in front of me? And then Fusion's video came out and it was like perfect timing. Here you go, Trey. So hopefully you get that sorted. Yeah, we're gonna have to run back to the barn, grab the truck. It least with the soybean, I'll be able to just kind of set it for the whole field, I think, and just let it go. Maybe. I don't know. We shall see. It's already been a half hour. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh, and there we go. How did I not know that? I just told myself it's at 98%. Get ready to hit the brakes. Did I listen? No. Oh. Already on the truck. If I can get through here. Question is, fastest way is probably down. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, how the grass grew. So here is what we mowed the other day, which told me it was in the final stage. Come over here, this is what it ended up being a month later after the final stage or final growth rate had already occurred. That's crazy how much that changed. And actually, we gotta check one thing, because I have this weird feeling my trailer... No, he's not stuck. But he's gonna be. That is very true. Okay, that worker is going right. Or are they gonna drive over the barnyard again? Looks like they're driving over the barnyard. Alright, let's see if we can... Trying to get better. Oop, there we go. Better and better with this, pushing it. Yeah. No clue where my worker is going right now. Just gonna drive. Oh, you know what? No, that's the in-between section. That's hay. I hope they don't pick up the hay. We're gonna have some problems if they pick up the hay. Alright, there we go. Knock that down a little bit. Wiggle it. Wonder how full we can get this bunker. So that's over 1 million liters of silage already. And where do we leave the truck? Oh, over here. So my worker has found a new path, apparently. But we're going to head all the way down the driveway. Something that'd be kind of cool, I think, Score, for them to bring into Farming Sim. But I think it might create a lot of little issues with the game, just because of the factor. Is having overflow. So if you overfill something, you know, having the option to turn it on where, say, I can only fit 1,000 liters in that trailer. So I put 1,100 liters in the trailer, but some of it will fall out. Kind of like the bale effect. When you overload the bales, some will fall off on you. I think that'd be pretty cool to see in Farming Simulator as an added dimension, because then you'd have to pay a little more attention. Obviously, course play in them would probably struggle unless you turned their fill points down to like 95%. But something to consider. If I knew how to do it, I would definitely do it, because I think that'd be a cool added point of realism in Farming Sim. But I also think it might be a little bit too much for some. The other day, we made the turn quick, and nobody should hit us. Oh, I didn't realize there's something up there. That's just a field. You really need to throw like a new logo on this. Even though, I mean, technically it's all Blue Plains dairy operations. When it's anytime there's more than 1,000 Holstein, it's kind of a Blue Plains dairy op. Okay. Why are you not detecting? Come on, didn't you? Shut you off. I don't remember shutting you off. Yeah, I agree. It'd have to definitely be something that's toggleable. Which is kind of the one thing. So I like manual attachment, but there's times, if the mods aren't set up right, it'd be nice to still have the option to leave it on for other things, but be able to turn it off for that second while you hook the equipment you have up fully. Because once it's hooked up, using the basic script that's already there, it's fine. But then with manual attach, you sometimes get it where the cable is not detected. I'm trying to think in FS19 what I had happen a lot with that. I want to say it was a cedar. Somebody had a cedar that did that a lot. Also, if you guys have not seen the honeybee headers, the modified ones are out. Link on Facebook. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. It was custom modding, I believe. Released the honeybees. So, if you're looking for some pretty cool flex headers, they have the honeybees. There's 60 footer, 50 and 45. I think. Maybe, I don't know what, maybe it was 60, 45, 35. Pretty sure there's 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Scorp, or anybody else that's here. But I think it was around that. Trey, there's the guy I was speaking of. Trey, I got an email through YouTube. Don't know why the person just didn't comment, but they told me that I shouldn't be playing this map, that I should be playing Huron, Michigan, because it's more fun to do the big fields and have multi-combines. And that the hills are boring. I thought you'd appreciate that. For everybody's record, it was not Trey that said it. Don't even know the guy's name. Girl, it could be a girl. That's what it was, Trey, yeah. So there's a 60, and then I think they had 2 other sizes. So we will get sorghum, I guess. We'll see how far we get in the episode. It's supposed to rain shortly too now. Go figure. Well, that's the first thing I looked at, Trey. I'm like, first off, they sent an email, which is weird because I didn't even know you could do that. And I don't think they can see my email, but I think they have the option where they can send a report or something to me. But something new I learned. It could be actually. It was a B. The name started with a B. They put it at the end of their email post because you can't see their email account either. Hopefully the rain doesn't hit, but we've got soybean and corn that'll be ready in the October month. Pending they don't wither like a oat field randomly did midday. I don't know what that was about, but get sorghum done hopefully today. So we got 2 more fields to do after this. 1 more. We got some baling to do again, even though I baled a lot yesterday. We can do some field creation. We'll definitely get a full 2-hour stream, if not even maybe push the luck and go 3 hours. I have nothing to really do. The girls are having a girls' day out at the breweries, so I don't have to pick them up till late. I'm sure they'll call it like midnight. So, house to myself. Yeah, that's why I want to get the resolutions adjusted. I mean, 3D scaling's all the way up, so I should see all that out there. So Trey, I've got some of these fields. I've already fixed them and made them one gigantic field. And when I go back over to the farm in a second, I'll show you. I actually found out with FS22's Courseplay, the recent edition of it that just came out. So by default, it turns on bypass islands. If you turn that off, turn on create a field with a plow, you can actually plow the entire section together that you created the circle the field on. So you can either draw the field lines or drive around the edge, but you can actually create the whole field, including the center. It'll plow it over for you using the AI. We have to have bypass islands off to do it. Yeah, there's something like that in the Portland area up here in Maine, but they take a Uber and they hop. I mean, a lot of them are pretty close to each other, so they're walking distance. But I think today they're just kind of Ubering around. So I'd have to just drop them off at this one location and they just go crazy. So it's not too bad. Keeps the house quiet for a little bit. I knew it. I was like, can I get up the hill? Just want this last little bit without destroying soybeans, which I don't think it did. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna say, Scorp, you're a true foodie through and through. Many years ago, I'm trying to think of the place. It was, I think, in Vermont. One of my friends, for his bachelor party, it was a brewery tour. They drove us all over one part of the state, which some of these breweries were like 20 minutes apart, but it was an all-day thing. Start at 8 a.m. and I think we got done at like when the last brewery closed, midnight maybe. It's pretty much what it was. Scorp was like a pub crawl, but and I've done some legit pub crawls too when I was in the service, time in Hawaii, living in San Diego for a while. Those are common. Get in a little party bus or streetcar, I guess you would call it. What is that? I've never heard of that, Trey. But yeah, I've not heard of that. That's actually interesting. Now I'm intrigued. Just because I don't live too far from Boston. So I'm wondering if it is anything like the city of Boston. I don't think I'm going to make it back around. Hoping the next sorghum field. I think there's one over by the farm. I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to go in between crops like this. So should be able to. One of the things that kind of surprises me. So you have these like split lands like this. Why don't they put like sorghum, sorghum, soybean, soybean? And the next year they just flip them, so they change crop type. That way you can just drive right through this little middle section. Like I get these are used for washouts, but still. Oh, I got you now, Trey. Yes. No, I was thinking pub crawls and everything else, and I wasn't even thinking food. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, pork shoulder. And did it again. Son of a... Well, we're kind of in a pickle. I don't know if I can get the truck in here. Pull up here. Then we need to go check the silage bunker because I'm pretty sure that's going to be overflowing again. I mean, we're getting a good yield on the sorghum. We at least got that going for us. I think, unfortunately, I might have to drive this whole truck back. That could break a truck right there. Did I cut a gap in over here? I think I did, right? Yeah, right here. Right here. We got one more level of this. That'll definitely be a trailer bay. I mean, I want to say keeping it simple with food, but somewhat simple. Was craving burnt ends the other day. I'm trying to think of the place called Batson River. I haven't had good luck there, but they had a special on burnt ends the other day, so I was kind of intrigued by it. Did not go though, because it's in the heart of Portland. It's a pain to park a truck. Actually, while he's doing that, let's go. Yep. And we have to check on the mower after, probably get the raker going. I think he's already coming back up. Would be my luck. No, I did it again. Why does it always drop off in just one section like that? There we go. Alright. So, that one a little bit easier to manage. Yeah, here he comes. So, we got our work cut out for us. They really need to add the compacting mode back to courseplay for that reason. You know, as might as well just stay here, push this back right off. There we go. Should actually push this to the side. You guys ready to really see a mess? Watch this. Should not go through the wall. Try to fill in these little gaps on the side. What are we at here? 1.2 million. We are definitely getting there. Run this down again. Start filling in the sides more, I think, and we'll be able to get more in here. See, that's what I was afraid of. It is bleeding through on this side, which isn't the end of the world. But I would like it to not bleed through like that. Oops. That gonna be too steep. You know, it would almost, for the size of this farm, it would probably make more sense to use a silage factory Scorp, but I felt like MB Farming and Tired Iron put these in, and we're stuck. Put these bunkers in, so I figured I had to at least give it a go once. I will say though, this bunker compared to the in-game bunkers levels pretty quick. And it compacts just as quick. So, I bet you we might come back and we might see him wedged up. I'm hoping it's heavy enough equipment, he'll actually compact that back down for me. But let's go. This guy is done. Okay, let's shut his. I think I saved it. CP5, yep. So clear current course. We'll go wash this guy off. Probably should try to hurry up and harvest that crop before the in-game rain starts, but we are on 0.5 for a time scale right now. So I wanted to make sure I get it all in without it going bad. We do need to wash this. Arzi would be proud. I need a drink. The only thing I didn't set up on courseplay was this little patch here that we've already dried, and then over by the silo. Let's splash. On the bright side, Scorp, of that silage bunker like that, it doesn't cost you any money per day, which I get. I don't think the factory's much though. What's it, 35 a day? I think it was the one I saw. And I mean, obviously you could mod it to be nothing, but I've started using it a little more, Trey, for like, especially the larger fields. Because for some reason in the farm sim game, I don't know, it just seems like if you're doing it 1 day per month kind of thing in the seasons, that 0.5 really takes away from you, or doesn't take away from you. That guy is filling up so quick. See, you know what it is? I think it's because I'm on the edge of the map, because that's where I'm seeing it the worst. Drop you down. Drive you forward. Set you up. Clear current course. Load. Activate. Get you started ahead, and then we will release you. So as you guys probably see, one of the reasons I know a lot of people don't like the UI of Courseplay right now, and I can see, you know, why, but I really like the folder option. For me, that's kind of like a game changer in itself. Because on PC wise, I mean, it's easy to just, that guy's already full again. It's going to be nice when he's done the headlands and he's doing this little stuff, because it'll give us a little more time. But we're going to get this guy going again before the rain. Hopefully we can run Courseplay on the other field. Oh no, you know what? We're just going to run him out to the end. He did not dump it all because that bin was full. We will move it on. Of course, we got to come back and finish. You know what? I am confident this will put us pretty close to full by turning around and doing this little section. Yeah, this has been the only, I'd say, challenging point of this map so far, is these fields. What was I looking at for a map? I thought about that. I also thought about, Trey, us just setting up a farm too, running multiple operations. You know, put Scorpion in charge of the hogs for the bacon and the pork belly. I can run the beef. You take care of the arable because I know you like doing a lot of the arable stuff. But we could do Huron, Michigan. And then, what was the other one? There's another map I saw that would actually be pretty nice for what you guys usually pick for styles, putting in some of Scorpion's super vehicles. Yes, Florida, yes. It actually has been 3 streams, and it's been exactly a week, I think. But I went almost a year without making a stream. We do have Ford Ags. The HAC 5000 is in the game. I don't have it set up yet. Don't take the soybeans. There we go. But yes, we are up and running. We are on Westby right now, taking care of our first harvest. Working in between these fields. Yeah, I think I hit something in the XML because there's quite a little flashback right there on that crop, or that pond. Probably fill that bin. Ford Ag, any new projects coming up? I know you said you worked a little bit on changing over that B&B 60, or the B&B 60 for anhydrous. That'll be a nice little tool implement to use with your guys' tank setup. What was the other one? I know your stuff runs perfect with Bueller's, if I said his name correctly. I played around with that quite a bit yesterday. Shellbrook is using it. He's having quite a bit of fun just messing around with it, demoing it. It is. Yeah, it should be the same logo, Ford Ag. I actually think I commented yesterday. I tried to scare the leakers, or leaker, and say that I didn't mind if you guys had to even shut me out of the group just to protect the good equipment, but you guys had a great response to everything this morning. And it's kind of true. It's bound to happen no matter what. It just sucks that, you know, people just can't respect simple wishes. You guys do an unbelievable job. The detail is just... it's crazy, the detail. I showed a farming friend who's out in Iowa, and they actually use anhydrous, and he was blown away by how detailed that tank was. Now, I think people definitely enjoy your guys' work. I can tell you right now, you definitely put a lot of smiles out there. I know when you did the early access for everybody in the group, like, they were loving it. I'm sure you guys probably got like a lot of requests to join the group then too as well. Question is, should we empty this now? I don't even know how to get down there without taking out the soybeans, which is going to be a problem. Can we get through on that side? Oh man. Okay, so this is going to be a problem. This is why I would have never planted it like this, because I don't think you can get to that. You know what? That's the field I could get from. Our previous field is how you can get here. MB did not make this easy for me. Tighten up the field edges. Rocket booster. Unload this and then try to drive around. That should be full. That's raking for us. The old truck, tanker. Get this guy going again. Looking forward to it. I'll be keeping an eye out. Yeah, I'm pretty good at watching like Facebook and stuff for mods. Also, mainly because trying to find people that are not respecting certain things. So I found a few out there that just keep copy pasting other people's mods. See, there's like a soft spot in this bunker. I'm just not doing a good job packing it. No, I've got a little project in the works that'll probably take me another year because I'm gonna get busy soon. But hoping now that I know how to put anhydrous and all that into maps pretty steadily, and that will be a nice addition having some of your equipment. Yeah, there's no. I mean, that was the thing. I think you guys do well. You kind of break down a lot of the things, looking at testing. Oh, here we go. Scorpion, it's happening again. And it's like I knew he was going to come back here when we were filling up the sorghum. We really need to push more of this in there. You should be heavy enough to knock down that edge. Because I'm going to push this all right back in. Uh-oh. Superman strength. It is key when you're a farmer. We're just gonna give him a little love tap. There we go. Really need Courseplay to come back with the silage compact mode. But too, I think one of the things too, like, I know with you guys, you're gonna get quality. You won't release anything quality unless it has quality. Yes, there might be little hiccups here or there, but there's just some right now. A lot of stuff is just getting thrown out, and they're not really looking at. Like, I think they don't even test some of these mods. But I know Giants has been pulling some stuff down right after they put it up, which was kind of shocking to me that it was getting to that stage. I know they're trying to catch up. Oh, crash counter. Trying to read and drive. Pretty much. I'm just gonna, the more I read chat, the more I'm gonna get stuck. Watch this. There we go. I just need this guy to stop coming back so quick. I was not expecting that cart. I mean, the other field I had, it took him forever to fill up. See if we can not hit the soft spot this time. There we go. There, that looks better. do this guy. Cycle through. He's driving. Oh, I thought he was full again. I'm like, how? And back to this guy. Now we know how we're getting back there. We can make the turn. This is going to get interesting. That's going to be a tight squeeze. I think as long as the tires don't touch the soybeans, we will be fine. Hey, you're doing a lot better than I am, Ford Ag. I mean, I've been playing around with different buildings and stuff in Blender, and when I go to put them in G, the poly count is through the roof. So hats off. Trying to learn. Oh, you're gonna make it? This is not recommended for people at home. Do not try this at home, kids. Do not try this on the farm. And I'm gonna ruin crop anyway. Alright. I think we're close enough. We might be able to get this without really damaging anything. Yeah, there we go. So, definitely will be conjoining these fields. I think we can make this one big field here, or split it in two. Yeah, I noticed too the file size was much tighter. So I kind of look at the components, you know, try to get an idea of like, okay, what did they do here? And some good stuff. I appreciate it for it, Ag. You and the pup have a good little walk. And like I said, appreciate the shout out and support. Keep up the good work, guys. I loved it. Definitely makes my farming easy. I'm an anhydrous person, so I love using it. So any chance I get, you better believe I jump on it to use it. Will do. Appreciate it, Fort Ag. Like I said, have a great little walk. Hopefully the weather's better there. On score, the other thing I got, the guy deleted the comment, I think, or it's just YouTube not showing me it was. They want me to do this little style farming with the cornmeal and stuff like that. I just don't think I have the patience. I'm a big farmer. But, and I think they're I mean, there's starting to be a lot of the old school tractor mods out there. I know Rooster Mods, Tired Iron Modding, Dinez Farms, JCL. Maybe somebody else has been releasing some of the older school, old iron, stuff like that for equipment. It is, so it was 28 earlier when I took the girls to the brewery. It is now, we're up to 37, but it's 5 o'clock, which means it's going to start going back down. So we got to a high of 37 today in Maine. Look at this. I mean, that's some hill. One of these episodes, I think I'm just going to buy a round baler and see how far these bales will roll. Now see, Trey, for that, where you are, I would expect that right now. Because usually end of February is when the weather drastically turns over out there, if I'm correct, right? Unless you're like up in the real mountainous sides. Wagon's headed back. So I do like that they tell you when course play is detecting a full tank and shutting off the working tool. Voice is dry. I do that all the time. I was actually kind of glad. Who streamed? Might have been FSG stream the other week. No, is this not flexing? I don't think this is flexing. I'm confused. No, I think it's not flexing. I mean, this is the case flex. Yep, that's not gonna... So we definitely got to level the field of terraform a little bit then too. Yeah, like we have snow here right now still. It's gonna rain this week, so that might change it, but we hold it till like usually end of March, and I'm on like sea level. Maybe a little above. Yeah, we're not gonna get to that. Uh-oh. I just boxed myself in. And there goes the soybean. Oh. If I come from this way with the angle, I should be able to pick up most of this. As long as I don't go too deep down or come from the other way. Now it should start missing it. Yep, there it goes. Gonna need the honeybee with a true flex on it. Well, Trey, the custom modding one I think has like... Oh, what was the degree of flex? But it had quite a bit of flex to it. And I think their 45-foot version of it had like an extreme flex. So that I actually need to download and put on here, because if I'm going to do these kind of fields, I will definitely need it. There was one year though, Scorp, I think down in your area, you guys got more. Was it just under a foot? It was quite a bit at one period of time in your area, I think. I even think one year, I don't think it was Corpus Christi. There was one year it didn't stick, but somebody that never gets rain or snow gets snow. The guy I was in the Navy with, I thought it was out, Trey, but I could be wrong. It might be planned. I need to look at their like, uh-oh. Brakes. She's too heavy. It's gonna be interesting getting out of here, actually. But I thought when I read the post from Custom Modding, it was out. But I could be wrong. It could be sent to Giants, because they're trying to release some things early to PC, and they're trying to hold other things and go through Giants first. So that might be going through Giants. I kind of hope it's out, because I'm going to need it. There's some spots even on Shellbrook that I've noticed now that my headers are missing. Well, I never forget, every time Georgia, the state of Georgia gets snow, they shut down for like 3 days to give it time to clear. I always get a good laugh out of that. We're already over an hour. This guy fills up. we will have to go check our other operation. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that metal piece. Yep. Stop here. Clean this up. See, this is what I'm talking about right here is where, like you said, Scorp, get a little bit of cab product falling off into the cab. When I was growing up in Vermont, we had 1998. They had a brutal ice storm, shut down everything for, I want to say, about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I did it again. Struggling tonight. Struggling. Okay, let's get this around. Get the pipe out. Wrong button. So it's still a work in progress. Bummer. Really need it. Especially with some of these more dynamic fields now that everybody's starting to release in their maps. I will say that's the one thing I've noticed with a lot of maps so far is the true DEM for the demographic mapping is so much better now. And that's actually been my been my issue on my map with roads is having to readjust a lot of the terrain a little bit, get more of that realistic dem. This guy making pretty good work. And question is, where is our other guy? Because I don't want him to run me off again. I will be glad to have one bunk with silo fully completed for the winter for this Holstein setup, because it'll make it a little bit easier to tend to these Holstein. Just pull it out of here, get the 6 barns right next to it, and go. Okay, it's funny you say that. So I watch a little bit of the college World Series of baseball, and it's weird how when they do those mid-season games there, that's always one of the issues. They get ice. But they get like a late season ice. It's not even like an early season. Ooh, should we push this? I think we should push this down. Level it out, baby. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here before... Oh no. Oh, I was stuck again. Hit the brakes. Back to work. But he's still doing headlands. I added all these trees and bushes in because this was just open edge map. So gave it a little bit of a design. And this guy is set. Still running. It's a sweet venue, Trey. I'm jealous. I've never been, but I've watched it enough. I think it's a pretty cool setup. It's kind of cool how they've always kept like that tradition there too. Making a mess of this cut. We're almost done this though. I don't think it'll all fit in the trailer. I might actually. We might get lucky. Like I said, I'm hoping the next sorghum field we can actually just set up course play for this guy. And we need to fill him up with fuel, by the looks of it too. So we'll go grab that Ford that we have from DDS Customs. Go a little bit faster. Now, which one are you closer to, Scorp? The Rangers or the Astros? Alright, we are done this section. The challenging field is out of the way. I think the rest of the fields are pretty fairly open. And I think we decided the best way out of here is to go this way. Actually, let's push that bar over. There we go. We learned. Oh, missed it. We should be able to drive right up out of here on this side, right before the ditch. What I'm gonna do though is open this up. We want the truck. It's gonna be tight. Ease off. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know why I'm thinking. For some reason, I thought you were east of the Fort Worth and all that. So I was putting you in between, like, Houston, Fort Worth. But it looks like you're more on the Fort Worth side of things. Not a bad area. I do watch the first 48, though, for a show, which seems to always be based on Dallas and Fort Worth area. Good thing I upped this thing to 66,000 for capacity. We are rolling, and we need to look at sorghum. Done with oat. Sorghum. Don't. So right here, by the main farm, which is actually good, so we don't need to drive the truck because we can pick up fuel. I think that's it. Sorghum, corn, soybeans, corn. Why does that look white? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're just gonna take this back if I can get off the hill. Like I said, I should be able to merge right through here. Watch me get wedged. Who wants to take a bet that I'm getting wedged? Ooh, don't get stuck. 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 And everybody look away. Gonna get a running start. Come on. Come on. Blinker action. There we go. Should have just probably took a lot of this stuff to the market, but oh well. Up to 5 likes. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. I know these are kind of last minute streams lately. Hoping to get an actual schedule down for the next month or two of being able to do some live streams. So we shall see how that plan goes. Got some work changes going on, so just got to move around and adjust accordingly with that. But hoping to get more in before golf season. I will say the jake brake sounds a little off on this lately. Hopefully it's nothing I did. There's the wagon. Still doing headlands. Almost done the headlands, which means we got to take care of the operation up here. Turn on the help menu. We are on the back tip side. We want to be on the front. Yeah, it's kind of a way for me, Trey. During the week, I've been pretty busy, so I don't even try. And there's a lot of people stream during the week. I try to keep an eye out on like when guys like Argsy, FSG, Kedark, even Clutch, Farmer Klein, and them stream. I try not to cross over with them, though I think this afternoon I end up crossing over with Farmer Klein. I think he was kind of in between Argsy and I. But I like the weekend. I prefer to kind of do it like this time frame, like a 4 to 6 p.m. my time. Last weekend, those were a little bit later streams. Still fun though. So like, if I have time, those are what I'll probably do. But during the week right now, I don't think it's going to be feasible. Even though yesterday I did get to just play Farm Sim for what it was. Pretty fun. No worries. No worries at all, Scorp. Alright, so we gotta go back to this guy. Get him up over this hill. Hopefully he doesn't get wedged. You know what? I can stay right on the edge of this cornfield. Probably what I should have did was stay this way, follow it all the way out. But yeah, Trey, I kind of like it because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like recording and making the episodes because there's usually some bloopers or some good laughs that come out of it. And then I can kind of like fuel off of it or cut mistakes out. But with a live stream, I feel like you can just play a little more and just let it go through. Nah, I know that feeling. So with me, Trey, that's what's kind of happened is I've actually been taking on later projects. Ground beef. Oh boy. Tacos? Scorp, are you doing tacos? Burgers. See that tree line I put in, you can see perfectly back there. It's crazy how the trees are already changing colors on two. No traffic down these side roads. That's what I like. Whoop. I don't want to buy this little farm once we get the big farm under control, just as like an expansion. But that is many, many episodes away, if that's the path we decide to go. I know update 2 is in the works. From what I read, they took a lot of the stuff that everybody's found, and they are looking to make it as smooth as possible. Probably will need a new save. I would assume so. Especially if the borders are firm. Excuse me. Alright, try not to hit my wagon. Question is, he's probably coming to unload a second time since we brought this back. I've actually, speaking of videos, I watched the Vikings, or Vikings Valhalla, which is a runoff. I don't know if it's what they consider a continuation. I think it's more of a runoff on Netflix. I actually finished all that last night. Not the whole thing, but the final few episodes of that last night. Not a bad little show. They definitely left some stuff on the table, which was a little frustrating. Okay, so this guy, I don't think is going to be able to do what we need him to do. And we got him down. He's still got a while to go. Oh, don't get stuck. He's going to get stuck. Gonna get stuck. I already can see it happening. He's not dumping. Or is he? I guess he is. It's a weird animation coming out of the back of that. Pushing. Should be able to get off that knoll. Are you kidding me? Well, you know what we need to do? We need more silage additive. It's a good thing I caught that. That's crazy that he's filling up that quick. And we still have all the silage. What one is he taking it from? Back one? Yep. This was a cool little feature, I think, added in the farming sim, in my opinion. The silage additive. We need to not really level that out anymore as I push more down on it. Now, when you say videos, though, Trey, I know I was talking about Vikings there for a second. Do you watch just the farm sim videos, catch up on that stuff? Because I know that's what I was doing for a while, too. I'll literally go up to bed like an hour early if I can, and then just watch videos. See what everybody else is up to, what new projects they've taken on in the sim farm world. I've actually been finding quite a few new channels lately. I think the recommendation step or method of YouTube is adjusted a little bit. Grassy knolls are bad. I haven't heard of that one, Trey. There was one last night I just saw on Netflix. The Pieces of Her. It sounds like her mom, like it's like a show on where a person's mom is like a super secret spy or assassin over the years. Apparently it's #1 in Netflix right now. Oh, I did it again. Why is this one section so bad? We're going to spend more time trying to pack this edge. You know what? Let's bump it down. Part of me wants to go get the silage fork, because I think it would work. Hogan Gamer, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the mayhem that is silage packing. You can get this to go up. Yeah, it's like this one section, no matter what we do, guys, just keeps being like a sinkhole. Right there. So we gotta try to like push that back in. Come on. Yeah, see, it's the one section. It just keeps, it's like a sinkhole. It literally is a sinkhole. Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. Leveled that out. I don't like that it bleeds through the... Let's do that on the outside wall. No, see, that's fine. But right there, it bleeds through. Gotta figure out why that... Next time I go in G, I'll look. Maybe it's just... Whoop, almost had a hit. Almost crashed. Alright, glad to see you here, Hogan. What map are you playing on in Farming Simulator right now? Yeah, I've actually got this over here that I'm going to use after to kind of clean it all up. Little silage bucket. Silage fork, I guess. Alright, so we got this guy going. He's about to be full again. We need to get this guy running. So, let's see. No course, right? Now, playing around with this, the other day I had issues with this detecting these 3 fields. No. Nope. I guess we're not doing that. We're just gonna go for it. Full send. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to refill it. Scorpion, Trey, you guys. I can't believe you were gonna let me do that. I forgot the keys to open this. You can open all this up. This side. Oh, a little bit of a destruction. I can't believe how much that grass grew in that short period of time. There we go. Filling up now. Almost forget, Scorp. Almost forget. We would have got halfway through and that would have been the second straight stream of running out and probably the 4th time that I've been playing this game in the last 2 weeks that I've run out of fuel with the harvesters. We ready to go? Yes, sir. Yeah, I bet I can do. I bet I can hire a worker. There we go. We may not be able to get courseplay working on it, but we will get a worker. Alright, a little showboating. Here we go. Let's see what this baby's got. No air. I thought I was going to be able to send it. So Hogan, are you on FS22? Or are you still one of the many that I've seen that have played FS19 still? It's okay if you do either. I personally like both. Even though I think FS22 is starting to bring some new stuff to the table. You know what we need to do is we need to do bales too. Get that down. Get it pushing. Come on. Oh boy. Why is this such a thing? Why are you doing this to us all of a sudden? 1.4. So it's not like it's... I mean, I feel like these bunkers should get 2.5 easily. We're just gonna leave it like that. Leave it like that and move on. A little bit of lag. I think it's... One of the things I think with the lag is this tractor, the IMT 5500. There is an actual update out for that I need to take care of. There we go. Come on. Alright, we gotta get some bales going before it rains. We need more hay. At least get these 2 smaller meadows done. Now I can finally get to that. And the field right there conjoined the 3 mini fields that were there. They had to loop around. So that is one large plot now. So that'll be easier next year to take care of. We'll get this baled. Get the field right there by the bunkers baled. I mean, it'll be solid work tonight. Weird message. I do wish I could turn those sheds red. I mean, I could probably take them out, replace them with the red versions, but I will say one of the things I've noticed with this map in the morning, there's a weird lighting. I thought the sheds were having like texture issues, but it's the lighting that makes everything go blue. So if you're playing that right now on Westby, you see that it's actually a lighting shade. Trying to keep an eye out for when harvester is full or stopped working. Should have plenty of room now to turn around down there. My throat. And there he goes. He just said completed his task, which is not true. But we will head down there and reset him. And that'll be another one I think I have to go through, conjoin. Yeah, my render distance is just not far. Wait. He's still going. Oh, he missed the whole section. Oh, you know what? This might have been my helper A. That might make sense. We gotta cultivate this. Might actually have to plow it. So we'll just drive right across it. Wash this off, put this away. As we will not need to rake anymore. No worries, Trey. Yeah, that. So, how do you have yours set up on the Seahawk? do you have the cart in between or in the back? Because there was a debate in the lobby yesterday about that, and I played around a little bit with it in different ones. With articulated, 3 rows, or sorry, 3 headlands, skip 2 rows, they don't seem to back up as much. That's what it was. If you can get 3 headlands, at least 2 headlands, you should be fine. But that's with the air cart in the back. With it in the middle, I don't think it'll back up well. But I could be wrong. I tried it last night and it seemed to really need a fair amount of space to do it. Just because I wanted to try what a couple people talked about in the lobby about it, so I wanted to try it out. Alright, you're done. Done. Get you back going without hitting a bale. Chuck the bale, there we go. Oh, that's right, so you got the liquid tank on it as well. Yeah, I don't know if that'll back up well at all. I didn't do that test last night. I did the smaller one by Bueller, the 64 footer. And it would go about maybe a couple meters back, and then it would start to do the scissoring and jamming up, wanting to jackknife a little bit. Tank is almost full. Well, we're going to try to bail this up before that tank fills. Try not to break the rake heads on this by driving over them. So yeah, this episode at least want to get these 2 fields bailed, and just missed a bunch again because of the angle. But get these 2 fields done. I don't think we're going to finish the silage. There's so much in that field. I make the full turn. No. So what we'll do is we're going to loop it like this. Whoa, just barely missed it. Thing is, will I be able to make the turn? Yes, I made it. I mean, the RT might help it a little bit, but you're going to find too, it's hard for them to balance those 3 hitch points. I mean, they did a good job, especially if you're using... Well, even Bueller's Seat Hawk last night actually has really good hitch points where they stay pretty balanced when you're backing up. But I think you're going to find that it still wants to start wiggling one way or the other, especially if you're not on level terrain. So just keep that in mind. Because I know, like, if I try it on here, and it's not level terrain, like slope like that, they immediately start wanting to jackknife. I personally, anytime I have more than 2 tow behinds, I go to 2, just so their pivot point doesn't jam them up either. I will say that's the one thing I've had issues with these Steigers and narrow tracks is when you do the skip row 1, they seem to get bound up. So we're good here. Let's dump these bales off. He's dumping. Start you up. More sorghum. But yeah, I would definitely consider. We are not yet Hogan. Trey was actually talking about us getting together on a map. This, not really their style of map. So we're looking at what do we say, Trey? Huron, Michigan. Then we have another one, pretty good size. But we're looking around at a couple different maps. We'll do like a contractor master farm setup kind of thing. Now, this is just me on this one, so I'm a glutton for punishment. So I like to create large farms. In FS19, I had 10,000 Holstein and 5,000 to 6,000 beef. And I don't think I added pigs to that. I think I avoided the pigs. See if we can get this guy. Backed up. He's missing a lot. Might have to go clean that up. Might do it after. I think I just barely missed it. Yeah, PMC is good. Snake does a great job with those too. So it'd be something open, something that'd be semi easy to get the cow barns down. Because I think we got to add. If there's 3 of us on it, I think we definitely got to add having the PC players. We can add those larger barns. Like I said, we'll put Scorp on the hogs. I'll take care of the beef. Maybe we'll do dairy. I don't think I'll ever get to the point like I did in FS19 because that was just crazy trying to do all that. Worker has stopped. I want to see if he keeps going or if he's going to stop right here. Then I'll just have to go through and clean up these edges. So he's going to keep going. So, Hogan, what map are you playing on right now? But today during Arctic stream, I don't know if you saw that, Scorp and Trey. I can't remember if you were in there yet either. The guy had mentioned a map that I've never heard of, Pacific Blue, or not Pacific Blue, something blue. But I had never heard of it. And I think he had told Arctic it was FS22. Oh no, don't tell me we're getting in trouble. We might have to go grab the other tractor. I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to go get the other tractor. Because we are not level. There we go. Push right through it. Come on. I am so looking forward to Courseplay having the silage compaction. One soft spot right there. We might have to move this over to the other bunker. I mean, that's pretty level right there. Just get this little end. Pull it back forward. Why was it getting wedged? There we go. They should be able to get over that. And we are getting there. So that bunker, yeah, look at the overflow. Shut this down. Jump back into the baler. Excuse me. And get working on our second to last field. We need the bale. And then I'll just scoop these up off stream. I'm sure you guys, even though you loved watching me do that the last episode, probably don't want to see me struggle with the bales. Now is that, Trey, is that the 1050 with the track? Or is that the 1050 with the duals? Because 1050 the duals, I imagine would run like a charm. Oh, bitrate just dropped again. Wonder why it keeps doing that. YouTube doesn't like me because of my location. Probably should get right over the center of this so we don't miss as much. The rakes seem to be what misses it. Makes sense. It's a big rig. Look at that. Our forage wagon just got done and it's full. It'll be interesting to see if he makes it over that. Just in case you're wondering what I'm running for a Fendt tray, we get the 942. I wish you could make the roof of this black as well, but still a sharp little rig. I haven't seen. Should be seeing that stagger pop up here any second to unload in there. They said I want to get this one baled, and that should put us at a good point for the day. That should give us quite a bit of hay bales. We'll have that one other field that we raked earlier to convert over, or bale as well. But that should give us a fair amount. Actually, there's a stagger coming up the hill. What's weird is I notice when you run courseplay with the auto drive and they go to auto drive mode, there's nobody in the tractor. It's empty. It's a ghost tractor. It's an autonomous vehicle. I saw the other day, maybe it was at that ag show that just went on that a lot of people went to. I think it was Fendt, but it's a Fendt Tri 1200 or something like that. But it's got a tri set of wheels. Thing looks like a tank. But apparently it's like a real legit thing in Europe. Ooh, that's a heavy wage payment. I wonder who's using all that up. I bet just the auto drive on the forage wagon and the stagger. That is my bet. I mean, I hope we're not paying the harvester that much. That's quite a bit. Yo. There you go. That's what it's called, the Trisect Scorpion. Thank you. That's what it was. Like, I know what it is. I don't know. I can't think of the name. It's Try something. Trisect, yes. And Scorp, I think you were the one that shared that in FS19, and then it was in that one of the ag shows the other day. But thing's a beast. I mean, I didn't realize how big it was. Like, it's side by side to the regular fence. It just unbelievable how big of a rig that is. AI worker F. That would be the harvester. I thought it was. Maybe we never put it into a server, but I know ESEB I think played around with it a little bit. I downloaded it, played with it a little bit, but I don't know if I ever made. That would have actually been a good little rig for the Yukon server that they had. All that power. Alright, so the harvester is done. We'll leave him down there and touch up that field because we'll have to go back and clean it up. We'll get this last little section baled, and that'll do it because we are over 2 hours. I try to keep the streams at. But we got a few rows here we can knock out still. Like I said, we should have a fair amount of hay. I think I'm going to give the beef just hay. Maybe a little silage. I know the heifers and stuff we have we'll probably keep to hay. And these will be a mixture of grain, silage, hay in the main barns for milking. I mean, that tractor essentially can do everything and anything. I bet you that log winch can be hooked to the back of that, and you could probably pull about 30 logs hooked up to that easily, no problem. I know that, was it a Russian tractor that I used in my Yukon series in FS19? But that thing was an animal as well. It wasn't a tri-set, but I think it had duals. Maybe not. That thing could pull logs everywhere as you wanted to go. Need field work? Done. No problem. Gotta send a message. Might have to go be the DD briefly and pick up some people. Well, the girls look like they've hit their peak on the fun day, which actually kind of worked out towards the end of the stream. We get these last couple rows done and go from there. One more rope for this. But yeah. Now what I should probably do is, and I don't know, Scorpio, if you've seen it, but Rock River Bottom, hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. I know it's Micah is the guy behind it. I have to see if his corn dryer one is done, because I could probably get rid of that system, get rid of this little dryer down here, and put his larger system up there on the hill. And I think that would help us out. Just dry it, just do it all in one location. Essentially make it a little bit simpler. Like, actually, I got a little bit of section up there that I gotta rake up. See if we can get it in one pass. Yeah, so Scorpio's Area 21 one I know is huge. I downloaded that. And there we go. I was just curious how big, because it looked like a GSI bin, but he might have extended it. So the new one is pretty large then. Shut this down. Fold up. For now. Looks like this one, oh, it's got all that down there to still do. I wonder if that's what it's trying to find. Whoops. Let's get you going. Without being in the trees, please. Then we'll come back and clean up all this. Probably do that right now while we can. And my luck is I'll sign out or stop the save for a while and then come back and it'll be all rain and this will wither by the time it's done raining. Kind of like the oats did. I guess my plan is to conjoin this, which I'm fine leaving this just a thin row in the middle like this, but definitely need to conjoin it and make it all one. You might be right, Scorp, because he had it in some images he had on Facebook of it. It did look like it was bigger than the standard GSI. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I got a pretty big platform up there, so there's definitely some room without it running into the commodity barn. And if I have to, I think I can still extend the edge of that property forward and level it out more if I need to. I was hoping my worker was just going to do a straight line. He did not. Did we get this pretty close to full and be right next to the truck? 87%. The sorghum is actually turning out a pretty good yield. Hey Trey, yeah, we're just about done here. I appreciate you stopping in and supporting the channel, buddy. You and the pups have a good time. And I will see you soon, I'm sure. Uh, 93%. What I'm going to do is swing down, get this little piece, and swing back and unload in the trailer, but the yield is solid on sorghum. No, unfortunately no, Arctic. Course play 2 for some, I think it's because this little connected into the meadow kind of field layout that they have. Course play, for some reason, keeps pushing it off and detecting it as multi-field. So we'll fix that with a plow after harvest season. This will all be plowed together. We'll turn it into a course with one field, because the course play system for setting up new fields is actually pretty forward. I like that you can draw the field out, even though on here it's not too accurate to the PDA. But I still think it's a pretty cool feature and adds to another dimension of it. And we're going to be full. But, I mean, overall, the worker did decent on this. They actually did a better job with the flexing of the header than I did. Alright, let's go. Ooh, don't run into. Get up the hill. Back up, and we'll run right down. Tidy this up. And go in gear. There we go. Overall, I mean, we got a lot accomplished. We got in my opinion, we got 2 of the 3 hardest fields on this map taken care of. So I'm happy with that. We'll definitely be adjusting those fields when we have a chance to plow, like we've already done with one of the fields. Run it and clean it up. There we go. Whoops. Alright, so now I should be able to go up and down, because this should line up with that other section. Hey Jacob, how are you? Haven't seen you around in a while. Hope all is well. Same thing with you, Arctic. I haven't really seen you. I mean, I haven't been in too many streams lately either, like the Farm Sim guy and stuff, but I hope you both are doing well. Yeah, I'm just going to clean this up now, just to get it out of the way, because we should be able to fit the remaining sorghum, unless the yield's like through the roof. But we should be able to finish it off. There we go. We'll finish it off, and that'll be our day. And of course, you know, let's try. Oh boy, this is gonna be. Can I do this fast enough? I see the trailer coming. Completely forget that this is his unload point again. Let's see if we can not make a mess of it this time. Oh, doing it again. Come on. Oh, that's where he's gonna get stuck. Race against time here. I don't think he's gonna be able to make that. I've been a little busy definitely Monday through Friday's been pretty hectic and busy. It's actually, I'm gonna end up recording my Shellbrook episodes right after this, because during the week it's just become quite a mess trying to get that done. Long days. Knock this out. That's the part, and too late. Whoop. No. Don't know if I got far enough. Oh, he looks fine. And this guy seems to figure it out, so we're good. You get stuck. No? Look at this. Yeah, Jake, I hear you. Life does get busy, man. But overall, I think that completes what we were trying to do today. I gotta figure out why that render doesn't stay in that bunker. But we got more hay bales done. We got everything but soybean and corn harvested. Bring this guy over. Guess we're gonna go downhill. Oh, it is frozen. Why is it frozen? I was having some bitrate issues earlier. It says I have a good connection. Let me see. Why are you doing this? I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but it does. I just realized that it's been frozen for a while. That is odd. Well, maybe the bitrate finally decided it was gonna not play nice yet. Yeah, it's the bitrate Arctic. It's like it knew I was gonna be done around 2 hours and 15 minutes. That seems to be the exact moment it stopped, which is kind of weird. Let me go